either, since there's no answer. He's probably on his way back here.
I doubt it. I think I better get back to the
Morgan,
hotel.
give it a little longer. If you leave now, you're likely to miss him if he comes back.
Look, Berkowitz, we found the phone off the hook in Dr. Bauer's kitchen when we got there. We saw the signs of the struggle and the bloodstains. We know for a fact that the victim couldn't speak, so it's possible that whoever attacked and killed him was in the process of making a phone call. The guy came in and surprised them. Yes, I want you to check the telephone records for all calls made from Dr. Bauer's house today. Long distance and local, too, if possible. Well, I know the phone could have been knocked off the hook during the struggle, but look, right now it's the only thing resembling a lead that we've got, so check it out for me, huh, Berkowitz? Okay. Okay, thanks. I'll be here at Mike Bauer's office, waiting for your call. Well, Mr. Spaulding, thanks again for coming to the morgue with me to make the identification.
After the fight I had with that man in Tenerife, I never expected to see him again. Least of all in the Springfield morgue.
Just another piece of bad luck. If we'd caught this guy alive, we might have found out who he worked for and why they hired him. As it is, we're right back where we started. We got that torn piece of negative, the key, and the clipping from the London newspaper, and that's all we have.
It's the newspaper clipping that worries me the most, because Hope's picture is circled in it as well as my own. There's no telling what he might have done if I hadn't gone out looking for her this afternoon. Hope said that apparently he was frightened off by the sound of my voice calling her name.
Hello? Yeah, just a second. That's Berkowitz.
Berkowitz? Well, that was fast. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if there weren't many calls. Yeah, we're only looking for one. Here, wait a second. Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. That one figures just about the time that we're looking for you. Wait a second. Dr. Bauer, did you make a call from your house at 4:15 this afternoon?
No, I wasn't even home at that time.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay, I want you to check that one out for me, Berkowitz, huh? Right away, please. I'll be waiting for it. Now, this might just lead us somewhere. Seems that, whoever was there making the call was talking to someone in San Francisco before he was interrupted.
You know, this is my first airplane flight.
I guessed that somehow.
You know, I thought when we took off I was going to get sick or I was going to be terrified or anything, but now I'm... Look at all those little houses down there, the little people and little cars and everything. You know, I can't believe that I'm on my first airplane flight and I'm going to San Francisco.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This port.
You're not going to walk out on your own party, Ramon Angel. Why don't you let me take Morgan back to her hotel to find her husband?
No, Drew, I'm depending on you to keep everything going here until I return with the guest of honor.
I saw Kelly's expression when he walked out of here. And if I were you, I'd rather take my chances next Sunday in the ring in Madrid than go after Dr. Nelson now.
I'm ready to leave now.
And so am I.
No, Ramon Angel, there's really no reason for you to leave your party and go
No,
with me.
I
I'll
won't
just take
hear
a
of it.
taxi.
I won't hear of it. I have a driver waiting downstairs, and if Kelly's upset for some reason, I feel responsible, and I won't rest till we put it right.
Well, if we don't see you later, it was a pleasure meeting you, and
I can promise you we'll be back. Come on, Morgan.
I have a feeling that's the last we'll be seeing of Ramon Angel this evening.
I doubt it, Sandra. I know he never gives up. But I think he may have finally met a woman who's really in love with someone else, even though he refuses to accept the fact.
I lied to Ramon Angel tonight and told him that Kelly went out to get some air. But frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was halfway back to the United States by now. So Ramon Angel may win his prize in that hotel room after all, by default. And I'm sure that's what he's counting on.
I lost 10,000 pesetas earlier in a wager with Ramon. But I'd be willing to wager another 10,000 that when Ramon comes back here tonight, he'll be alone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I can't believe that I have to drink tomato juice and they're passing out free champagne on the flight. Oh, well, at least it's better than Mrs. Renfield's green tonic.
Well, when you have a healthy boy or girl at the end of March, you'll realize it was worth the sacrifices.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I didn't think you were going to make it back to the house in time to take us to the airport.
Well, my business meeting took a little bit longer than I expected, but it turned out well, so it was worth the extra time.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've never seen you so relaxed.
Yes, I am relaxed. You're right, Noah. I still have a lot of work to do before it's all over.
Before what's all over?
I don't want to bore you with business details, especially on your first trip by jet.
Oh. I was just wondering what I was going to be doing out there in San Francisco.
It depends on an elderly colleague of mine and his availability. But I'm sure you'll be keeping track of certain schedules for me, but you'll still have plenty of time to go sightseeing.
Oh, I don't think I can go sightseeing on my own. I mean, the only thing that I know about San Francisco is that wonderful old movie with Jeanette MacDonald and Clark Gable and Spencer Tracy. They had this big earthquake in San Francisco, and then the whole city was fire broke out everywhere. And then Clark Gable thought Jeanette MacDonald was dead until he saw her up on this hill, and she was singing to all the survivors. Oh, it was such a happy ending. Well, it's so funny.
Well, I was just wondering when you're going to stop relating everything in life to old movies. In the San Francisco you're going to see has little to do with the one that was destroyed by the earthquake. I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed, too, if you don't find Jeanette MacDonald warbling on a hillside somewhere. I was just wondering, Nola, when did this fascination of yours with old movies get started?
Well, if you were born and raised in a boarding house and had to share a bedroom with three other sisters, maybe you'd understand. And the only excitement I ever had was watching old movies on TV or going to the movies.
Well, I can promise you that real life is far more intriguing, if not quite so romantic. Because, you see, you yourself are one of the players. And I'm going to teach you that, Noel, if it's the last thing I do, starting with this trip.
Oh. I was just wondering how long we were going to be gone.
Well, like everything else in life, it depends.
Well, I need to call my mom. I mean, she doesn't even know I left town.
I suggest you call her in the morning. That way you can find out how Anthony's opening went.
Oh, that's a good idea. I want to thank you for putting my name on that telegram. You know, I wasn't really excited about talking to Tony because Mom said that, oh, he's going to be really nervous because this real rich friend was coming in from Europe that Vanessa Chamberlain was making a big to-do about.
No, it was good work, Berkowitz. Yeah, thanks very much, thanks. Well, looks like we're probably batting zero on the telephone records. That phone in San Francisco was for a small, inexpensive waterfront hotel, public phone booth in the lobby there. And you got the report back on the fingerprints, too. There wasn't one print out of the ordinary on your phone or any place else in your kitchen, Dr. Bauer.
Swell. What I can't understand is why, having just killed someone, he'd risk taking the time to make a long-distance phone call.
Well, that certainly doesn't make sense, Alan. You're right, but it would make sense if somebody were calling somebody to tell them a job was completed.
But who?
Well, let's face it, this guy was working for somebody when he tracked Alan down in the wilderness and out there, but he made two fatal mistakes for a hired killer. One is he failed to kill Alan. The second is he allowed Alan to identify him. He made that same mistake today with Hope. I think what happened, the guy who hired him realized that he had posed a threat to his own personal safety, decided to take matters in his own hands and rub this guy out. One thing for certain, this guy certainly isn't going to tell us.
I think it only proves just how high the stakes are to whoever it is that wants me dead.
Kelly! Kelly! Oh, no.
What is it? What happened?
was a lot angrier than I had thought. He knew how special this was to me.
Be careful you don't cut yourself.
I should have left the party the minute I noticed he was gone. I could have prevented this.
That's much too wonderful a face for tears. Anyway, I'm sure Kelly has gotten rid of his anger by now. He's probably on his way back to the party at this very moment to pick you up.
No. He would never go back after this. Ramon, I think you should leave now. Go back to your party. I'll be fine. I just have to find Kelly now.
I don't want to leave you in this state of mind.
No, really, I'll be fine. I just need some time to think things through.
Morgan, I can't bear to see you so unhappy. Wait.
I think you should go now.
Morgan.
I really think you should go. I had a wonderful time, and you were very nice, but I don't want to ruin everything.
From that first evening when I saw you in my living room at the suite and saw you standing at the window, I've known that you're as attracted to me as I am to you. That's why I arranged this party, don't you?
No. No, there's only one man in my life for me. That's my husband.
I don't doubt that for a minute.
Kelly was right all along. I've been a naive little fool. I want you to leave. Now! Go!
Perhaps there might be a next time.
Oh, Kelly, I know you'll never forgive me. Yes, hello. Do you have the schedule for the Iberian Airlines flights to New York? Thank you. There isn't one tonight? Are you sure? When is the flight to Madrid?
I can't imagine you putting up with someone who doesn't make you their #1 priority the way Henry always has.
Well, I'm trying very hard to break that pattern in my life. That's why Ed has become so important to me, and Daddy has changed so much. You'll see for yourself if I can ever track him down. I never know where he is. He's keeping all kinds of secrets from me.
Really?
I've only confided this in one other person, and that's Ed. But I think that some scheming woman has her hooks into Daddy.
Well, darling, your father isn't dead. After all, he's a vital, handsome man, and he's been eligible far too long.
Yes, but he has a heart condition now, and on top of that, he has hired Ed's brother Mike to do all kinds of secret legal work for him, and I know that it has something to do with changes he's making in his will at the prompting of this gold-digging woman, whoever she is. She'd probably like nothing better than to see me totally disinherited and come right into my place.
Oh, Vanessa, no matter what your father does, you are not going to be destitute. Besides, I've always felt that your relationship with your father was far too close for your own good and his. Even during college, when you were so enamored with that young law student. Now, I was sure that you would marry him. I couldn't believe it when you turned around and married that dreadful Gerald, whatever his name was. You know, the minute that invitation arrived in the mail, I knew that you were doing it just to save Henry's business. And, darling, that's not only unromantic. It's actually quite morbid.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, Blanche, and that's why Ed is more important to me than any other man has ever been. He's the security that I've never known. And with the business the way it is and Daddy involved in this mysterious woman, whoever she is, I'm putting all my energies towards Ed. And by spring, maybe, just maybe, there will be another invitation in the mail.
It's okay. That's okay. Mike?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Ed, I know things have been strained between us ever since Rita left. But I want to thank you for being there for Hope, and I hope you'll continue to stand by her through whatever lies ahead.
I'd have done that anyway, Alan. Look, in spite of what's happened between us in the past, I do want to tell you that I respect the way that you've handled all of this.
Thank you.
Do you happen to know if it was Diane Ballard who hired Joe Bradley to break into your room and find Rita's address and that letter that she sent you just before she left?
On that afternoon, when I found out what kind of a woman Diane really was, I confronted her with that. She denied it, of course. Nevertheless, she did know about Rita. Why do you ask?
Well, because Mike and Larry have come up with some evidence that tends to indicate that Diane wasn't the one who hired Joe, and I'd like to know who would be vindictive enough to send me a copy of that letter, that's all.
Well, I doubt if we'll ever know now that Joe's dead. Anyway, I think I'd better get home to Hope.
Right.
Thank you again. Lieutenant White, Mike, I think I'm going to get back to the house.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll be in touch.
Bye, Mr. King.
Thank you.
Well, there's nothing more for me to do here. I guess I'll go home and change. I'm supposed to be at Vanessa's at 7 o'clock sharp.
You know, your place should be straightened up by now. I'll go along with you. I'll make sure everything's all right, and I can take another look around.
Yeah, okay. Larry, Ross left a message that he took that box of Joe Bradley's records over to Justin's and over there.
Yeah.
Listen, when you were going through those records, did you find any mention of whether it was really Diane Ballard who hired Joe?
Well, no, but then I wasn't looking for anything like that. And I didn't get to go through all of the things myself. But Joe kept very careful records, so chances are it is in there someplace. You want to look at them yourself? Well, you can. After Clarence Bailey and Ross are through with them.
Yeah, I just might want to do that.
I better be going. I want to see if I can help Tony out. But I'm not leaving here until I extract a promise from you that you will at least give an appearance tonight. Now, Ed and Vanessa are going to be there, and they've arranged room for us at their table. I don't want to be stood up, especially not in front of Blanche Bouvier.
Now, who's Blanche Bouvier?
She's an old school friend. I stayed with her one winter and copped on tea, but that was very long ago.
So,
Mike. Oh.
Hello, Henry.
Good evening, Trish.
Hello, Henry.
You're looking lovely as usual.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to come so late, but I just got away from the office, and I wondered if you'd had time to talk to me for a minute.
Sure.
Well, I've got to be going anyway. You know, Vanessa is expecting you at the opening tonight.
Well, my ears haven't recovered from the preview of the disco, but I'll be there just to keep her happy.
She will be pleased.
Oh, Trish, would you please promise me, don't tell Vanessa you saw me here?
Well, all right, but only on one condition.
What's that?
That you don't keep this guy so long that he doesn't have time to go home and change his clothes and come to the disco.
I give you my solemn promise.
Good. I'm counting on you. Bye, Henry.
See you later.
Wonder who's in court. I can guess what you want to talk to me about.
Yes, Mike. I haven't wanted to bother you because I know you have a lot of things on your mind, but finding my son has become an obsession with me. I've been doing what I can to help Alan these days, and that's a constant and painful reminder that I have a son of my own somewhere in the world. There are certain things that I have to explain to him that only I can explain to him. Oh, well. I guess it's the holiday season, but he seems to be on my mind more and more these days. Poor boy, now that his mother's dead, he has nobody in the world, and he must think that his father doesn't care about him at all.
Yeah, I understand how you feel.
Well, at least one thing I don't have to worry about. Vanessa won't be finding out the truth now that Joe and Diane have gone. And, oh, of course, Carrie Todd knows, but she's given me her word that she won't tell a soul. And I believe her. And those diaries have been burned. And I now have the letters I wrote to Brandon in my own possession.
Have you found the names of those lawyers that your son hired in Mexico?
Yes, I have. But They wouldn't tell me a thing. You know, I'd appreciate it if you'd see what you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you mind if I used your phone?
No, not at all.
Oh, here's these. After Jennifer had left the office, she had a telephone call, overseas call from Morgan, and I know that she'd want to know about it.
Did you, try her at home?
Yes, I did, but she hadn't gotten there yet.
Well, give her my love, will you? I know she's got her hands full.
After I found the gift you bought for me all broken, I knew how you felt. And while I couldn't blame you, I couldn't face you either.
Tenerife to Madrid, Madrid to New York? Operator, yes, this is Mr. Nelson, name 628. When does the next flight leave for Madrid?
We're about to serve a light snack. Would you like something?
No, thank you. I'm not very hungry.
Well, if you change your mind, let me know.
You once said what we had was just too good to last. Were you trying without lying to say that we were through? Are we really through? Oh, is there someone else? Is he so special you can't remember how I loved you, how I loved every crazy thing right from the start? Memories fill my heart, can't face tomorrow.
Fruit punch is all very well, Ed, but you should taste some of Vanessa's excellent champagne.
I don't drink, Blanche. I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, I'm very impressed. None of my husbands ever showed any willpower in any direction.
I don't think you've exercised a great deal of control in that area, Blanche, or else I wouldn't have forgotten exactly how many ex-husbands you're referring to.
Ah, I don't have your head for figures, of course. So few of the girls we knew at school did. That's why I was so astonished when you called me so suddenly and asked me to invest
Blanche,
in that
I thought we
discotheque.
decided to forget all about that conversation.
I didn't know that you and Trish were thinking of opening up the operation to outside investors.
It's just something that we talked about and then we decided against it. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, yes, he is. It's for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's not the hospital, it's the overseas operator.
Yes, it's Dr. Bauer. Yes, operator, I'll accept the call. Kelly, is that you? Well, it must be after 1 o'clock in the morning over there.
Yeah, it is, Ed. And listen, I'm really sorry to bother you at Vanessa's, but your service said that's where you'd be.
Oh, that's all right. Is anything wrong?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Morgan and I had a disagreement earlier, and I found out that she took the plane from Tenerife to Madrid to make connections to New York.
Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry, but... Look, maybe she'll change her mind and come back to you there, so please, don't do anything drastic.
No, I'm sure she's going to be on that flight to New York, and that should put her into Springfield sometime tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, listen, what I want to ask you is if you would meet her at the apartment and tell her to wait for me there. See, I'm on standby now for the next direct flight from Tenerife to New York, and that should put me into Springfield, if I'm lucky, about a couple hours after she gets there.
Yeah, all right, I'll tell her if I see her, but look, where are you now, just in case I talk to Jennifer or someone like that tonight?
Well, there's nowhere that you can reach me. I'm at the airport already, and I'm just going to wait here until the morning flight gets in. But it's really important for you to see Morgan, or maybe if you can't see her, could you just leave a note for her and let her know that I'm on my way?
All right, I'll leave a note for her. Look, Kelly, I hope this isn't more serious than you're telling me.
Well, there are a lot of serious implications, Ed, but I'm still hoping we can work things out.
I hope so, too.
I can't believe you made that crack about the call when I... Well, darling, I didn't appreciate that crack about my ex-husband's either.
Blanche, I didn't mean any harm by that. It's just that Ed is such a moral, high-principled man, he wouldn't understand some of my little tactics.
All right, Kelly, hold on, and I'll talk to you later. Right. At least they'll both be home tomorrow, right? They'll be back for Christmas.
That reminds me, I got a lovely call from Bert today inviting me to a family gathering on Christmas.
You did?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to believe that my mother is going through with her normal Christmas plans while she's over at Hope and Allen's, but then I somehow knew that she would. Listen, Blanche, if you're going to be in Springfield, I'm sure that she'd want to include you, too.
Oh, thank you, Ed, but I hope to be in San Francisco by Christmas Eve. Seeing Mark there was the whole purpose of my trip to the United States.
I was there this fall. It's beautiful. I mean, it's one of those beautiful cities in the world, I think.
I haven't been there in ages, but I'm looking forward to being there with Mark.
Don't ask Blanche anything about who this mysterious Mark is, because she's not discussing him with anyone.
I know better than to discuss an eligible bachelor in front of Vanessa.
I could care less who you're fascinated with this week. When I met Ed, my whole life changed, and I hope in the future it will be all for the better.
How nice for you both.
Oh, that must be Daddy. Good.
Daddy, oh, sorry I'm late, darling.
You?
Well, I had a long meeting with Jennifer at the office, and then I had some other things I had to attend to before I could get back to the hotel and change.
What other things did you have to attend to that almost has made us late for the opening of Wired for Sound?
Well, darling, I had telephone calls, and I had somebody I had to see.
Daddy, you're getting more and more mysterious every day.
I'm not, darling. No, not. Oh, hello, Ed.
Henry?
My. Why, Blanche.
Oh.
How do you manage? I haven't seen you in years, and you look lovelier than ever.
Oh, thank you, Henry. You always did know what to say to charm a woman.
That's music to my ears.
I'm surprised that some lucky lady hasn't snapped you right up. If I wasn't madly in love at the moment, I'd change all of my plans and stay here and go after you myself.
Oh, Blanche, you're the one who's the charmer. Oh, thank you.
Henry, do you happen to know by any chance if Jennifer spoke to Morgan this evening?
Well, Morgan called at the office, but Jennifer had already left. However, I was able to get that message to her later.
Do you mind if I use the phone? I want to...
Oh, no, it's all right, but then we have to go after that. We don't want to be late. I've reserved a huge table, and I hope Mike's going to be able to make it, because Trish will be disappointed if he's not.
He's going to make it.
How do you know that?
Well, well, I just happened to run into him, saw him briefly as I was leaving the office, and he said he was coming to the opening tonight.
What time was that?
Vanessa, if you are going to plague me with questions, I'm going to leave right now.
Jennifer, it's Ed. No, I'm fine. Listen, I was wondering, did you speak to Morgan this evening on the phone? You didn't? No, I just was kind of hoping that you did, because I had a rather upsetting phone call from Kelly earlier.
Atención, por favor. Señor Gómez, por favor, acercarse a información.
Morgan?
Oh, Ben! I can't believe it! It's so wonderful to see you
It's wonderful to see you, too. What are you doing here in the Madrid airport all by yourself?
this really happening, or am I just dreaming the whole thing?
Oh, it's real enough, or we certainly have a lot of catching up to do.
I can't believe it.
Where's Kelly?
Well, that's a long story. I first have to tell you about Amanda.
All right, look, why don't we sit down and have a cup of coffee? Well, I've been staying up in the mountains here, about 4 hours from Madrid. I just drove in tonight to catch a flight back to Florence.
Florence?
Yeah, I've taken a small apartment there. Oh, café con leche, dos?
Si, senor.
So, go on with what you were telling me about Amanda.
Well, Amanda's fine, and she's been looking for you ever since you left Springfield that night.
I was afraid to call Jennifer for fear that she'd tell me Amanda was worse after I left.
No, she's never been better. Except for missing you. In fact, she's working at Spaulding Enterprises now. She's practically taken over the place since Alan disappeared and the police.
All right, look, why don't you just slow down a little bit? Obviously, we have a little bit more catching up to do than I realize.
You look wonderful. I was just sitting here a little lonely. And,
Look, why don't you, just start from the beginning? Tell me the whole story.
well, ever since the night you left Springfield, Amanda's just snapped out of her depression.
San Francisco, dip. Open your golden gate. Don't let a stranger wait outside your door. San Francisco, dip. Da, 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 da. Oh. Hi.
Hello. I haven't seen your room yet. I hope it's comfortable enough for you.
Oh, it's wonderful.
My bedroom is larger. If you'd like to exchange with me...
Oh, no, that's silly. I wouldn't know what to do with a bigger room. I didn't know we were so high up.
Yes, the 20th floor, the top of the hotel, as I requested.
Oh. Why?
Well, I prefer the higher floors. You hear less traffic noise that way.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you have a hard time sleeping. You know, if you sleepwalk tonight, you ought to wear a parachute.
I don't think I'll ever get used to your imagination, Lola.
Oh, well, it's not my imagination. I mean, you know, take a look at this. I was out there before. And I started getting dizzy, and I started feeling lightheaded, and I felt like I was going to fall off. Did you ever see Vertigo, that Alfred Hitchcock movie?
Well, what's wrong?
I just realized that it all happened right here in San Francisco. Jimmy Stewart was this guy, and he was living here, and he had this fear of heights. And then he met Kim Novak, and he fell in love with her. And then towards the end of the movie, he had to chase her up this bell tower, and then he started getting sick and nauseous and everything, just like I did a couple minutes ago. And then all of a sudden, he sees her body falling right past him, and he passes out. Oh, boy, it just gives me the creeps just thinking about it. You know, maybe I have vertigo. Guess I better have that checked out.
Well, I don't think it's a serious problem. At least not something you couldn't conquer by yourself. As a matter of fact, I'll give you your first lesson. I'll go out onto the balcony with you and show you that you have nothing to fear from being 20 stories above the city.
Well, I really don't think it's a problem or anything. I just think it's feeling a little sick
Now,
and a
Nola,
little...
if you trust me, let me help you, and you'll never suffer with it again. I think it's best that you close your eyes until we get outside under the balcony. And remember, I'll be with you, so you have nothing to be afraid of.
I'll call Amanda tonight, now that I know she's all right, but it's you and Kelly that I'm worried about after you told me about why you're here.
Well, after I saw the crystal swan was broken, I realized he was a lot angrier with me than I had thought. And then when Ramona and Hal made that pass at me, well, the only thing I could think of to do was to just pack up and leave.
No, you're wrong to do that. You know, you can never solve any problem by running away from it. That's That's what Amanda and I did, and that's why our marriage failed. Now, I love you too much to stand by and watch you make that same kind of mistake. And I know that Kelly's probably very upset after that note that you left him. So, you should get back there on that flight they've been announcing. Face Kelly, tell him you were wrong. Get yourself together before you go back home. Now, this is the best advice I can ever give you. I know how much you love each other. But if you start letting things like pride stand in the way of your communicating with each other honestly, you're just in for big trouble down the road.
Attention passengers, final call for flight 714 to Tenerife. Atención, damas y caballeros.
Morgan, this is your chance. Now, I'll run you right down there to that gate and see you get on that flight personally if you just say the word.
Okay, let's go. Thank you, Ben.
No, you just go run. I'll catch up with you.
And I appreciate you coming tonight, even though I had to bully you into it.
No, it didn't take all that much persuading. I really had planned to come, but just that today turned into be a pretty crazy day.
I know, you've been somewhere else in your thoughts all evening.
I'm sorry. Just, well, tomorrow is Alan's hearing, and no matter what the outcome of that is, ultimately Hope is going to hold me responsible for it. And I don't like to think about her being alone in that house if Alan should have to.
Mike, I love the concern that you show for your daughter. It's the kind of love and concern that I never knew from my father, but I wish that just for the rest of the evening and through the celebration that we're going to have for Tony now, that you could find some way to put everything else out of your head and just enjoy being with me.
Now, that wouldn't be that hard at all.
All these things have to make some sort of sense. But for the life of me, I can't find it. How can I leave Hope and Alan Michael with some threat still hanging over their heads? If I hadn't been here today and gone out looking for Hope, when I did, that hired killer might... If I could only remember where or when this photo was taken, it might be the key. But who was it who attacked and killed that man today? And who were they trying to contact in San Francisco?
Wish he'd finish his call to whoever was so important that he was calling. You know, I felt just as dizzy out there with him as I did by myself. I think I'm gonna call Mom and Tony and see if they're home yet. Okay. 1. Oh, hi, Tony. Yeah, hi. It's Nola. Yeah. No, I just wanted to see how it went for you. What? No, well, it's just Mom told me that Vanessa Chamberlain had some fancy friend that was coming, you know, supposed to be there tonight. I just wondered, how did it go?
Excuse me, when will we be landing in Tenerife, please?
We should be landing in about 20 minutes now. I apologize again for our delay in taking off from Madrid.
That's all right, I understand, but because it was a 2-hour delay, I have to make a very important phone call the minute we get to the Tenerife airport. I just pray Kelly's still at the hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iberian Airlines direct flight to New York City is now ready for boarding. Passengers on standby for this flight should report to a ticket counter as soon as possible. Damas y caballeros, Aerolíneas Iberia anuncia la salida de su vuelo directo a Nueva York. Pasajeros con boletos condicionales deben presentarse al mostrador de boletos inmediatamente.
This has been the award-winning Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon South-Southwest, Richard Warren, and Barney's.
Stay tuned for Tic Tac Dough next on Channel 4.